Alrighty guys, welcome on back to some more Star Ocean, the second story R. Last episode, we returned to Liqueur City, where we learned that some monsters had attacked the Kingdom of El and were on their way south to invade Liqueur City. We decided to get help from the king, but when we got there, we met a little boy named Leon. I guess he is the head scientist of the kingdom, where we learned that he has a weapon that he can build, but he needs a special stone from Hoffman Ruins. So, we came into Hoffman Ruins with him in tow and defeated a monster at the end in order to acquire the stone. And now, with it in hand, let's go ahead and head on back to Liqueur and see if we can stop the monster invasion. But before that, if you guys do like this video and this series, make sure to hit that subscribe button. It'll really help me out, and it'll help make sure you don't miss any upcoming videos. With all that out of the way, let's get into it. So, one thing I want to mention as we're running out here real quick is that if you don't have Ashton, and you instead picked up Opera, that was the alternate to Ashton, right out here would be the character she's partnered with. His name is Ernest, and he will be right around here. You just have to complete a very short side quest where I believe you just fight something, and you will have Ernest join your team. The two of them are considered in the top tier of characters in this game, on par with like Leon and Claude and your main characters. Essentially just some of the stronger of the like optional characters you can get. Unfortunately, we do not have Opera, meaning Ernest's side quest does not pop up right here, but I do want to point that out in case you decided to go with her instead of Ashton. With that done, let's go ahead and head on back outside the ruins. Unfortunately, we cannot fast travel back to the boat, so let's go ahead and try to call our rabbit. Come, my bunny. Nope, okay. Come on, bunny. Doesn't like Welch.
Come on, bunny.
How about Celine? Nope.
Come on, bunny.
Celine this time? Nope.
Come on, bunny.
Celine, it doesn't like you. We got it. It like only ever responds to Rena. And I know like that's not real. It just happens to only ever respond to Rena. In the amount of time it took for me to summon that bunny, I probably could have just run down here. And we can go ahead and just head on out. Now, if you want to, you can stay here.
How did it go, sir?
All according to plan. We've mined the ore, and the Liqueur hope's as good as done.
Brilliant, Dr. Guest. Did something happen to Dr. Guest?
No, I don't think so.
Welcome back, Dr. Guest. It must have been a hard journey.
Not really. I told you I could have done it by myself.
Well, now it's time to bring the ore to our king as quickly as possible.
Okay.
What I was going to say is that if you want to stay back there, you can grind that dungeon. We got around 10 levels per character in there, so it is really strong. However, you're also not restricted. If you want to go back, you can just travel back to the Hoffman Ruins whenever you want. We just don't have a reason to. Before we go back to the king, we now actually can go back to this center continent. And now that we have the bunny, we can go grab all of those chests that we saw, or in some cases didn't see, back here. So let's go ahead and exit back out to Arlia. And honestly, I might, just because of how annoying it is. This is probably stupid. But what if I just upgraded my familiar skill with Leon? He doesn't join my team when I'm on Rena's route. So, like, does this increase Bunny? It does for now. 45% chance. I should land it after 2. Okay, statistical improbability if I don't land it after 3. This is awesome. That's crazy. Bunny has arrived. All right, so from here in Arlia, we're just going to head northwest, and right up here we can find our first chest with an engineer's handbook. From here, we're going to want to go up this mountain, and I believe at the very peak, we can find our next chest with some bestiaries. Then we're going to go ahead and head east, and along the beach south of Cross, be able to find a unique spot. Should be just right over here. is a unique spot we can investigate. This is a coral paradise, a colony of reefs which exist quietly in a corner of the Expellian Ocean. The coral is home to many forms of sea life, maintaining the marine ecosystem, much like a guardian deity. And we'll get 500 XP and a blue talisman from that. Then, if we go ahead and run along the side here, we can cross over this and grab a chest here with magical canvases. Unfortunately, I'm going to leave them here because, well, let me see. Is it more worth it just to use my art real quick? Is magical canvases right? Yeah, sure, let's just use 4 of them.
Here goes.
Great. And we'll grab the chest. I just want to make sure I'm holding on to it. From here, we're going to go ahead and head over to Cross City. And we're actually going to head to the western side of the continent. It's easiest just to do this from Cross City so we know exactly where we're going. I'm glad this bunny is so fast because this would be terrible if it was slow. So from here, we're going to just go due west. And if you remember, I said that there was an area you could get to if you crossed through this mountain. This hurts my... I'm gonna get sick. If you crossed through this mountain, you could get to a desert area that we had no reason to go to yet. This is that desert area. These enemies here are actually incredibly strong. So that's why we don't want to come here. I actually don't know if there's ever a reason to come here. But down here in the southwestern corner will be a... there's going to be a unique spot, but we're going to go down even further first, where we should find a chest tucked away right over here with some star rubies. And then we can go grab this unique spot right here. The enemies here, I think, are still red, so don't fight these yet. Ruins in the desert. The remains of a city lost to time where scholars work diligently to unravel the history sleeping within. It is said a master of fighting with twin blades honed his skills here. So yeah, I guess this is a place that Ashton fought, even though if we left him here, he would be worse. We get 1,000 XP, but we also get twin splicer pluses. That is unfortunately not as good as our Maiden's Aria. That's the Maiden's Aria with light damage. Those last enemies we fought last episode were weak to light. I just never picked it up. Dang. From here, we're going to go ahead and head north, but we want to keep an eye on the west side because there will be a treasure chest we can pick up along the way. I believe right there. This one will have 2 resurrection mists in it. And then directly east, we'll be able to find a ravine. And at the end of the ravine will be a chest with 2 Veda idols. Then we'll go ahead and head to the top of this mountain range right over here, where the dungeon is. Let me make sure I'm going... No, we need to go further north. This is not where we want to be at. You also notice there was that red tornado we saw in the distance earlier. Those red tornadoes have really strong enemies in them. You can only get them after you get the bunny, but it is not recommended to go do them right now because they are incredibly difficult. We'll handle those at a later time. Right here is another chest with a Princess Ring Plus. And there should be a second chest around here. Where are you? Right here. That will have a plate helmet. We can go ahead and, sure, we'll throw that on now. Now, that Princess Ring Plus, does somebody have a Princess Ring on right now? I want to say it's solid. Oh, max MP plus 100%? Sure. That, I'll throw that on. I picked that up in the last dungeon, just had never looked at it yet. Princess Ring Plus is plus 100 MP, just outright 100 MP. That is crazy. Not as good as 100% MP, but that combined, like, you might be able to just get away with not even needing this if you go Princess Ring Plus, because that is 210 MP. Problem is 33% less MP on really high spells probably is more worth it. There we go. 2 more items for us. Then we're going to go ahead and drop down this. Oh, we can... So I guess we just can't go on the ocean. If you remember, we can go up waterfalls. But right over here, we're going to go back over to Kuruk. I guess rivers don't do anything for us, but the second we get out here to the ocean, Bunny forgets how to swim. And I believe from Kuruk, we can go... It's somewhere near here. There was this chest over here, but there's something else we can get. There's a chest tucked away like right here. That has a plate helmet for us. Sure, we'll go ahead and give it to Bowman. Then there should be a chest like... Oh, is it over there? I think it's over there. I knew it was on one of these beach fronts, but I guess I couldn't cross this mountain range beforehand. Yes, there it is. Friends of the Woods, 4 of them. And then finally, we're going to go all the way to the northeastern side of the continent, which is... You just kind of follow this northern area. Now, while we're doing this, while we're grabbing this last chest, there's one thing I want to point out. If you did recruit Ernest, you can actually pickpocket some of the best armor in the game from him. It is only available if you got Ernest, which is only available if you got Opera, which is only available if you did not get Ashton. Unfortunately, I cannot show that off, but in a couple of his private actions at this point in the game, you can go steal some of the best armor in the game from him. Unfortunately, I don't have it. I don't have him, so I will not be able to show it off. But there we go. That is the final chest. Now, while I'm here, let me see if I can find one of those red tornado enemies. I want to say there was one, like, tucked away over here. I think is where I saw one. I mean, at this point, I mean, like, such unexplored area that I don't really even know where I'm going. I could have sworn there was one, like, tucked away back here, I think is where I first saw it. Because I think I could see it from cross. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Yes, there it is, right there. So we are on the far eastern side of the continent. That is the Red Tornado enemy. They are just harder enemies. They are meant to be fought much later in the game. Do not fight them, even though you can see them at this point. They will hit you for like 5,000 damage, so definitely not worth it. And with that done, we have gone ahead and cleared out everything in the center continent, as well as the southeastern part of the southeastern continent. And the northeastern continent. We will be exploring the northern side later in this episode. But for now, let's go ahead and just head on back to Lasir City and report our findings.
Dr. Guest, how did it go, sir?
Couldn't have gone better. Can't talk now, though. Gotta report to the king.
Oh, yes, sir. Excuse me.
We gotta report to the king. Can I fast travel over there? Yes, I can. We also need to turn in our guild quest while we're here. Don't let me forget.
The king and your parents are waiting for you, Dr. Guest.
I'll be in the throne room as soon as I can. Let's get moving, lady. I don't have time for any side trips right now.
Leon, you know my name, and why are you the only person with animal ears? I didn't really see your parents, but we'll go ahead and report our fishing mission, get some more SP and BP, and we're done. Let's go ahead and head on up to the throne room. Now, there is actually a chest we can grab, but I don't know. Can I get it already? Yeah, I don't know what we grabbed that's marking treasure chests on my map. Is this just a thing that Leon does, or was this a skill I picked up? No, 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 and no. I don't know. I'm going to be honest. I don't know what I picked up that lets me see those, but it's cool. We have some challenge missions. Get 5 battle skills level 5 we can grab. Reach enlightenment level 10. That's crazy. We hit enlightenment level 10. Then have power burst, feint, and guard break all trigger at the same time. Holy. And let's go ahead and grab this chest real quick. with 5,000 full. And all we have left to do is head on over here to the king.
Welcome back, Dr. Guest. We've been waiting for you.
Everywhere he goes, it's always Dr. Guest.
I'm relieved to see you back, Leon. How did the ore mining expedition go?
I have the ore with me right now, sire.
Ah, brilliant. I knew you'd live up to your promise, Leon. Right then, Floreth and Murdoch, let's finish up work on the Liqueur Hope as quickly as possible.
Yes, sire. Check it out, Mom. I got it. The real thing.
Mind your manners, Leon. You are in front of the king.
We will begin the final construction phase on the Liqueur Hope immediately, Your Majesty. Would Leon be able to come with us? We will need his expertise on site.
Yes, by all means. Now, how should I deal with you?
What do you mean?
Now, there's nothing to be angry about. We have already conducted a full background check on your party. It fully matches the story you gave us. You are investigating the sorcery globe on behalf of the King of Cross.
I see. So you had your doubts about us.
But there's little doubting you now. In fact, I realize that you are more than worthy of my entire kingdom's trust.
So, what would you like from us, Your Majesty?
Ah, you'd like to cut to the chase. Very good. To make a long story short, I want your talents where I need them the most, at the frontline base, aiding our armed forces.
The frontline base?
As I'm sure you know, the base is currently under attack from an army of ghastly monsters. Any ship leaving for El would have to depart from the base. With things being as they are, I can't possibly do that for you right now. Without a powerful weapon on our side, forming a fleet capable of navigating to El is a near impossible task.
So you need us to buy you some time until the Liqueur Hope is complete. Is that it?
Precisely. I knew the heroes from Cross would understand. You want to get to El? I want to get to El. It's the perfect arrangement, wouldn't you agree?
We really don't have any other choice. Besides, we aren't the kind to sit and watch the monster hordes capture Liqueur in one fell swoop.
We have a deal then. I'd like you to set off for the frontline base as quickly as possible. I'm counting on you, my friends.
So it's time to head to the frontline base. Leon left our party, and for Rena, that is permanent. For Claude, you will get him back later in the game. He does leave no matter what, though, unfortunately. We'll go ahead and head on over to Hilton, because that will be the quickest way to get to the frontline base. And that's probably all the combat we have in this episode. Actually, we didn't have any combat in this episode. This is going to be a very heavy story-based episode. And what comes next, I don't really want to hop into just yet. Let me see. Is my enlightenment still level 10? Is my bunny call still high? No, it does decrease because we lost Leon, unfortunately. So let's try to get him back. And here we go. We got Bunny, and we're finally going to head to the northern side of the continent. We avoided this the first time because as soon as you cross over here, the enemies are about as strong as they were in our previous dungeon, which if you remember, we came over here around level 25-ish. Meaning that if we would have tried fighting these guys, we would have just been absolutely destroyed. I think the enemy profile, like the enemy clouds, would have been red our first time through here. There are only a few chests for us to grab, and honestly, I don't think any of them require Bunny for you to get. It's just quicker. Right over here, we can get a Starry Night. And then, if you want to, you can go further over here. But I don't actually think there's any chests hiding over here for the time. Well, not even for the time being. I don't think there is any chests over here for us to grab. Don't think there's even a reason to come over here. We might come over here later, but for now, as you can see, nothing to be found. The forward base is just right over there, but we're going to head back here, and we should find right there. That's our chest. We did need money for this one. There we go. 5 scrolls of power. And with that done, there's nothing else for us to grab. Let's go ahead and just head inside the base. Liqueur Frontline Base. And once you're in here, there's actually a couple things we can do. We're going to start by just heading on forward. There are some characters I actually don't think... I can swap over to Rena. I don't think there's anything to really pick up right now. Shield Swords, Far Cutter. I mean, those aren't great. Guthwain, that's not great. No. Oriental Blade's solid. There is one good weapon here. Let's go ahead and just steal a couple things while we're here. Let's start by trying to grab that sword we just saw down there. There is actually a better weapon for Rena and Bowman. Soulbreaker. It's not going to be better than my weapon, but it sounds cool. Oriental Blade failed. There we go, second try, perfect. That is a weapon that nobody can equip, but it will be good a little bit later. And then we're looking for Dragon Claw. Where's Dragon Claw? Another Oriental Blade. There's Dragon Claw. Let's go ahead and save our game again. And then equipment. No, improve. Let's see if I can increase my pickpocket anymore. Let's go Poker Face. Grab a level there. Courage, grab a level there. And let's get effort up a little bit. Let me resave. I don't feel bad about making those upgrades there. Dragon Claw has a 30% chance. Perfect! First try. You can't throw it on either of these characters. Your Bowman can't equip it. It gives her +1 hit. It actually increases her int by a bit as well. There is another gauntlet we can buy here, or steal here, purchase. It's called the Metal Fang, but like... Can Bowman equip the Metal Fang? You have got to be kidding me. The first time I failed. Let me see if I can grab it and see if it is an upgrade for Bowman. There we go, we got it. If it's not an upgrade for Bowman, I'm gonna restart. Okay, it is much better for Bowman. It is not as good for Rena, but at least he gets something here. And then we can go ahead and save our game again. There's another thing we can steal. I said there's not like anything too crazy, and there isn't. There's not like nothing's incredibly broken. But in here, you can buy a couple different items. Crested Rod, Tedious Handy Stick is actually probably worth picking up for her. We'll grab that. Buckler, don't need that. Plate Armor, I'm not going to grab yet for reasons you guys will see here in a second. Equip that, but the Blessed Plate Armor is better. I should have tried to pickpocket this before, because now I just have to restart my save and buy that again. So let's get this Blessed Plate Armor real quick. There we go. First try that time. Blessed Plate Armor, I believe Claude can equip. And it increases your defense, but isn't as good for evasion. We will go ahead and... I'm actually not going to give it to Ashton either for reasons you'll see here in a second. Nope. No. Equipped to no one. Actually, it might have been better for her. Either way, we'll grab this Tedious Handy Stick again. And then, with that done, we'll give it to her. Go ahead, save your game once more, because there is one more person we can steal from. We can find, not from you, another blessed plate armor right here. Let's see if I can grab this. Come on, knight. You don't want it that bad, man. You don't want it that bad. I will keep doing this until I get it. There we go. We will give that one over to Welch. Blessed plate armor. Nope, nope, nope. And then finally, another thing you can steal, but I wouldn't recommend it, is that you can steal it maybe from the shopkeeper. You can steal another armor piece, but I wouldn't recommend grabbing it. Talent knuck. Is this what I just stole? No, this is like starting gear. Never mind. Honestly, not really anything I want to pick up here. Nope. So with that, we will instead go ahead and head up top. Oh, wait. There's a door, right? Okay, never mind. We'll go ahead and head upstairs. And a few more characters around here that we can look at what they have. Honestly, nothing else really worth grabbing. A silver robe, that's what I was going to talk about. We already have a silver robe plus that we stole, but it is probably the best armor for spellcasters. So, if you want to get something for Rena or Celine or Opera, I believe those are like your or Leon later, please let me through. These are like the armor to get. I don't think there's anything else in here, but we will just do a quick once over. These guys do look a little bit different than previous soldiers we've seen. I believe these are like actually trained soldiers and not just mercenaries. I think we can head in here real quick. This is another area with some more people. We have a blurry photo, which we're not going to grab. And just a ring mail, nothing there. But all the way up here, this is the Liqueur Hope, the weapon we were building. A massive symbological weapon installed at the Liqueur Kingdom's frontline base. Nothing can rival its size and power, and its inner workings are top secret. Well, kind of. And we get 1,000 XP, leveling up some of our characters. And finally, that is all we can do here in terms of optional stuff. So, let's go ahead and progress the main story. And if you're playing as Rena, be happy for what you're about to get.
Welcome to the Frontline Base HQ. I'm glad to have all of you joining us here.
Thank you, sir.
I believe the King of Liqueur will continue to send us fresh soldiers from tomorrow onward. You were chosen for your strength and skill for this job. I'll need every ounce you've got for our efforts against that monster army.
Are the odds against our side, sir?
Why do you ask?
This is the first time I've seen Liqueur hire outsiders to help fight a war, sir.
That's preposterous. We just want to teach the monster army a lesson they'll never forget.
I'll leave it at that then, sir.
Well, enough briefing for today. You'll be up bright and early tomorrow. Make sure you're ready to deploy by that time, people.
Diaz was there, Claude. Did you see him?
Yep, I sure did.
Well, why aren't you happy to see him?
No, I'm happy, but I'm kind of irritated at the same time. It's hard to explain.
I see. I suppose you would be.
Sorry, I'm acting weird.
Oh, not at all. I think I might feel the same as you. Diaz left my village without so much as a goodbye 2 years ago. Everyone back home is still worried sick about him, and that irritates me, of course. But whenever I see him, I can't help but feel a little relieved.
Rena, I want to ask you something.
What?
Why did Diaz leave your village?
Well...
You really want to know? Long time no see. Or maybe not, come to think of it. I just met you at the armory contest.
Can't stop bumping into each other, can we?
I guess we can't avoid each other somehow. That or someone's playing a joke on us.
Who? Me?
Well, either way, I needed a new battle to fight, so this is where I wound up. You're here for the same reason, aren't you? Yeah, you're after the sorcery globe. Superb. But that quest has a little side effect of putting you in near constant combat, doesn't it? I hope you aren't going to tell me that you're a pacifist, not when you're doing what you're doing right now.
Well, if I hadn't ended up on this planet in the first place.
Claude? Sorry. I need to talk to Diaz for a moment. I've never seen him talk like this. I don't know what to say.
What do you mean?
I think Diaz knows the truth about you. I can sense it. He looked at you, and I think he's changed all of a sudden.
Changed?
I'll be right back, okay? Don't worry about me. I'm like a little sister to him. Diaz.
Where'd you run off to, Diaz? I'm coming.
Diaz, I need to talk to you.
What's left to say at this point?
I think a lot, actually.
Funny. There was a time when I hated to hear you say that, but no longer.
I think that's because of Claude, isn't it?
That guy tries to act all strong around you and me, but sometimes he looks like the loneliest man in the world. Almost like a child who was suddenly plucked out of his home.
Claude?
I don't know why, but when I look at him, I feel like he's all alone in this world. He looks dazed, as if he's lost everyone and everything he ever knew.
You think Claude's all alone? He's with us. Diaz, do you hate Claude?
I don't know. I definitely don't like him, but I don't think I hate him either. He's pathetically weak and isolated, but he tries to protect all of you with every ounce of his being. I can't do that.
Diaz.
I would have left you all on the street within 10 minutes. He, on the other hand, never rests until he's sure you're all safe. I'm sure he'll protect you to the end, even if he gets hurt in the process.
Oh, I couldn't let him.
I want him by your side, Rena. You're free to ignore me, of course. But it'd sure be a lot safer than having me by your side.
Diaz, wait!
What?
Diaz,
This is very important. How Leon is a Claude exclusive character. If it wasn't obvious, I actually thought Diaz was going to be an antagonist, the main antagonist when I first played Claude's route. But no, Diaz is the optional character that is exclusive to Rena's route. You can turn him down. I believe at this point it is not possible to have had all 8 party members. I believe the max you can have is 7 up to this point, meaning you can always have the option to recruit Diaz at this point in the game. If you decide not to recruit Diaz, there are still 2 party members you can get that are not mutually exclusive, meaning if you do say no here, there are still 2 more you can grab. However, I always recommend picking up Diaz and Leon, no matter whose route you're on. Diaz is arguably one of the strongest members in the game. I don't actually know who is stronger in-game, Dias or Claude, but they are very, very similar in strength. And so, of course, because you can only get him if you're playing on Rena's route, I will say, let's fight together.
Dias, I want you to fight with us.
Rena.
You told me that I can't leave Claude alone, didn't you? Well, I can't leave you alone either, Dias.
You want to throw me into your little group? I doubt Claude would be happy about that.
Claude wishes he had your strength, Dias. He realizes the kind of strength you have and he respects it.
Oh, great. I've got a fan club now, huh?
Dias, you aren't the man you were 2 years ago. You aren't powerless anymore. We can all fight now, all of us. You don't have to keep putting yourself down like this. Dias, I want you to fight with us.
Dad. Mom. Cecile.
You've been blaming yourself for your family's death ever since, Dias. I know you have. But feeling sorry for yourself isn't going to solve anything. You survived that tragic incident for a reason, I'm sure of it. So please, you must try to stop blaming yourself like this.
You think I go from battle to battle because I'm still blaming myself?
I've known you since I was a little girl. I'm no less of a sister to you than Cecile.
It would have been nice if you really were my sister.
Huh?
Oh, brother, and here I thought I'd never work in groups.
Dias!
If you guys start dragging me down, I'm out of here, okay?
Of course! Thank you, Dias.
And so, Dias joins the party. And this is why I've said that some of the stuff we were doing didn't really matter. Dias is unfortunately a little bit of a lower level, but let's go ahead and do our usual things here. Hello, Dias. I'm going to just spam determination on you and then go down. And I don't want to spam effort because I do want to get train unlocked. So I need to grab that, Resilience 1. And now I can spam effort. There we go. And we'll make sure to head in here, go to train, and... No, I think I need to train between episodes. But Dias, he is a swordsman. We've seen it before, meaning he uses very similar weapons to Claude. However, he can't use the other weapon Claude has. That sucks. I thought the Oriental Blade was going to be better, which is why I picked it up. However, one thing he can make use of is the Sword of Marvels, and I have held off long enough using it. Let's give it to Dias. On top of that, we can give him the Blessed Armor, which is why I didn't give that to anybody else beforehand. He already has a fine shield on. Plate helmet plus. I have bad news. Ashton will be being benched here soon, so I can just give him that. Ashton will be back on the team later. I do have a final build I want to try out a little bit later. But for now, he's benched. And then that also means pretty much everything that Ashton has on. I just want to transfer over Chain of Might Plus, as well as the Meteor Ring Plus. So make sure we just give him all of that. Recover 2 MP every 5 seconds is pretty solid. It's not as good as you might think it is, but it's not bad either. And there we go. Diaz is now at 1662 attack, which is pretty on par with Claude there. And unfortunately, Welch is still a little bit behind, but like 917 is not bad at all. They are all in a pretty solid spot. We can, if we want to, for Diaz, go increase his the same things everybody else has. So randomly boost attack power. Well, can't really afford to do anything else, huh? Randomly boost defense, I guess. And there we go. That is almost our entire team set up and ready to go. All right, guys, look who's decided to join us. Can I leave here? Can I leave town? No, we want to leave town before we progress the story after this point, though.
What's he doing here, Rena?
He's going to fight with us.
He looks pretty uncomfortable having me here, Rena.
Claude.
Seriously? Man, I'd love to have you. Our group will be so much stronger with you around.
Huh? Are you crazy?
See? I told you.
Just don't be too surprised when you see how much better of a swordsman I'm becoming.
Sounds like fun. Even if you don't get any better, I'll be happy to give you a crash course if you got some time to kill.
So the next day, we now have a lot of main story objectives to do. However, our team is reassembled. Let's go ahead, go to party formation. Ashton, it's been fun, man, but get out of here. I'm going to play as Claude for, well, honestly, I'll just play as Diaz. Why not? There's not really anything else to pick up right now. I want to... Does Diaz come with anything? It comes with a couple things. You also see he's 25. So the oldest currently in the party is Bowman. Is the only person... Claude's the only one that's not Expellion. But with that, we actually can go do a couple things. If we go ahead and view our map, we do have a couple private actions now that we have Diaz. So let's go ahead and start by heading to the city of Salva. And we'll go ahead and just swap over to path action mode, private action mode. And right over here, we can talk to Diaz outside of Alan's house. Hopefully this doesn't have anything to do with Alan kidnapping me.
What are you doing in front of Alan's house?
Rena. Oh, I was just reminiscing about Alan and Cecile a bit.
Things were a lot of fun back then, weren't they? Back when all three of you were still together.
Yeah, they were.
Listen, how about we go and say hello to Alan? Have a little reunion.
I'll pass. I'm sure Alan's forgotten about me by now.
So both these will increase friendship, but forcibly take him there will increase it by a little bit more. So we'll go ahead and choose that.
Oh, don't give me that. Come on, let's go.
Hey, Rena!
Diaz! Diaz! It's you, isn't it?
Long time no see.
Yeah, it's been forever since the three of us talked like this.
It sure has. How is the adventure going?
It's been pretty tough, but I'm definitely learning a lot.
Boy, I'm really jealous of you guys. I feel like I turned my back on you for just a moment, and now you've all grown up on me.
Going on an adventure doesn't really change me or anything. I keep pursuing greater and greater levels of strength, and in the end, I've accomplished nothing.
No, I think you've definitely changed, Diaz. For example, you actually came to see me. When I saw you leave Arlia, I figured that was the last time I was ever gonna see you again, Diaz. I think Rena and your other companions have really changed you for the better, Diaz. It's not a waste of time for you at all.
Alan.
Maybe so. Maybe there is something different about me now.
Thanks, Alan.
We better get going, Rena.
Yeah, I'll see you later, okay?
And so that wraps up that private action. And the last one we'll go see is back in Mars. Go ahead and travel here. Was this the first place? Yeah, this is the first place we ran into DS. Swap over to private action mode. Then over here on the east side, we'll have an event with him. I don't actually think there's any options or anything to choose from, so it should just be complete this one. Rena. What are you doing here by yourself? Just thinking a little. Rena, what do you think of Claude? What do I think? Claude is weak. You can see it in his face every now and then. He's even more alone than I am. Claude is? He's protecting you because that's the only way he can justify his being here. You're the only one who can fill that role, Rena. You need to protect him. I never thought I'd see you show any concern for Claude. I suppose it proves that you've accepted Claude as an equal, finally. And there we go. That wraps up that private action. There are no more, but before we continue the story, there is one thing we need to do, and that is to go level him up. So I'm going to go ahead and head to the Hoffman Ruins, basement, first floor. If you remember, right here, there is a elite enemy. Let's go ahead and turn on training on Diaz. This might be decrease my... we'll be fine. Decrease my XP by 40%. Let's do it. I'm going to show off this first one just so we can see Diaz actually in combat, but then past this... Ooh, he spawns down below. I wasn't expecting that. Going forward, I probably will just go back once I finish my grind. I'd like to get him up to at least level 40, ideally. But I need to switch his position so he doesn't spawn down here in the southern side, because he's going to mess me up a ton with how long I've been utilizing him. I'm just not used to it. You want to be careful because he is low, so you don't want to get the, the crazy combo that can happen here whenever you get hit by 4 of these guys at the same time. He is still a monster, though. And there we go. For a single fight, we'll get 47,000 XP. Diaz will get 16,000 of it. And everyone's going to level up a little bit, but Diaz should only have to go through that maybe twice to be caught up. I actually will, just while I'm in the train menu. Let's go ahead and get Bowman training as well. Just to try to get him caught up a little bit as well. There we go. And so with that, let me see. Is it in my formation? Yep, I don't want Diaz there. How do I change that? Is it just his positioning? Do I need to, like, swap him to there? Yeah, okay, perfect. And with that, let's go ahead and I'll just do it one more time and see you guys once Diaz is level 40. And there we go. After one more, Diaz hits level 40, gets Gale Thrust. Pretty much everyone gets level from this, but Diaz was the most important. I went ahead and finished the fight with Rena being down, just so we got a little bit more. There we go. That is as far as I wanted to go with him. He's now not quite caught up. Claude is a higher level because Rena's been dead for a few fights now. But on the plus side, what am I looking for here? I see specialty. He is up to par with Rena, which means he is always technically stronger than Rena going forward. So, with that out of the way, go ahead and travel back to Liqueur Frontline Base, and you are going to want to try to put a save down here. We're going to have an upcoming fight that is pretty difficult, so do your best. Let's go ahead and throw a save down, and just talk to a couple people till the exclamation points disappear. This is your first battle. I'm sure the monsters are looking somewhere else. If monsters start attacking the base, you'd be ready to move into combat immediately, and there we go. That is all the exclamation points done. We'll go ahead and run on back inside. Head up to the second floor. Up ahead, fast travel and private actions are restricted. Are you sure you want to go on? This is essentially a point of no return. We will be thrown into a very linear section for quite a while, and we will be unable to exit it for a bit of a time. So if you haven't done any private actions, if you still need to go pick up some more gear, pretty much anything you need to do to prep for this ending little section of the first half of the game, make sure you get it done with right now. We're good to go, so let's go ahead and go on.
We've got incoming!
Let's go help them, Rena.
Well, well, well. Quite a reception we've got here. Still trying to put up a fight? Well, allow me to play along. Die, you rabble of fools!
Here we go. This is our first, actual main villain. This is Kyan. Kine. Do your best. That is the best I can say. There are a couple ways to win this fight. The first is to get the break. I think we did enough. Nope, we did not do enough. We really need Rena to go ahead and heal the whole team real quick. Cure all. Use everything you can here. There we go.
I will pull back for now. But when I return, you'll get a full taste of my wrath.
He got away!
Well done, soldiers. I'm sure this little skirmish threw a serious monkey wrench into his plans.
Do you think he'll return?
Well, I'm afraid we aren't in much of a position to do anything besides wait for him to strike again.
Lieutenant Commander, sir. We've received word from Liqueur. They're ready to install the energy stone into the Liqueur Hope.
What? Finally!
They'll be deploying it to the frontline base ASAP. They're requesting that we hold out on our own till then.
All right. We'll just have to give the enemy everything we've got.
The Liqueur Hope. They're actually gonna finish it.
A few days later.
How many days has it been since the frontline base was first attacked?
The infirmary's packed with the wounded. More and more of our men are winding up there every day. They've sent entire brigades worth of reinforcements to the base, but they're so green. Not even half of them are any use to us.
What happened to the energy stone? Why isn't the thing here already?
So there we go. It looks like they are going to be able to finish the weapon. Let's go ahead and head inside real quick. And head back up to where we just repelled that demon. I do want to say real quick, that is an unwinnable fight technically. If you don't do enough damage, you will just lose. Regardless, you will progress the story. I just wanted to be able to do enough damage so I did not win or lose my chain bonus. Who do I need to talk to here? Just walk in here, see that a bunch of people are hurt? Yep.
We got hostiles! They're flying in from the north!
Will the army intercept them?
The part of the army that's still on its feet, anyway. They're already suited up and off to the field. Please, we'll need you to help them out as much as you can. I have to go now.
Please. The monsters are closer than ever. We need your help.
They're already sending the next wave at us. I can't believe how quickly this is all happening.
Where's the enemy?
Not here yet, but they can't be more than 10 minutes away.
There's too many of them. We don't have enough soldiers to put up a fight.
No time to whine. We just have to make do with what we have here.
So we're just pawns used by the kingdom to buy them a little time.
Don't die on me now.
You too, Diaz.
There's no need to fight this pointless battle.
What was that?
The liqueur, Hope?
How was that, everyone? That's the Liqueur Hope in action.
We won!
We've got the Liqueur Hope! We can win this war!
We won! We won!
Leon!
Well, there you have it. The Liqueur Hope. Pretty impressive, isn't it?
Unbelievable. You made that?
I sure did. Of course, I could have made it in just 2 days if I had everything I needed from the start.
Confident as always, I see.
Well, it's true.
I just want to throw this in here real quick. The voice actor for Rena also voices Sherry Birkin from Resident Evil. So when she said, Leon, at first I thought it might have been Ashley from Resident Evil if you guys have played those games, but it definitely sounds like Sherry from Resident Evil saying Leon's name. That was just funny to me.
By the way, lady, Mom and Dad wanted to talk to you guys. Go check out what they want, okay?
So, it seems like the Hope of Liqueur, the Liqueur Hope, was successful in defending against all the monsters. You can see that smoke cloud off in the distance. That is insane. But guys, with that, I think we're going to go ahead and wind things down here. We got Diaz here to join our party, and we saw the Liqueur Hope in action. In the next episode, we will see what the next marching orders are from the king. I will see you guys then.